Shalom. First and foremost, giving all honors and praises out to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, and double honors and salutations out to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, those who taught us the truth and rule well. Shalom unto you. You are definitely worthy of double honors. Shalom as well unto the 144,000 men, all right, which is the governing body of the kingdom to come, studying profusely across the four corners of the earth, that your house may be blessed through election. Shalom unto you, as well as the innumerable 1/3 that consists of men, women, and children that have been blessed with the mark of the Dawah, pursuant to Ezekiel 9:4. Keep pushing. We are at the end. All right, now here, real quick here, I was sitting here, I was going through scriptures and listening to an actual lesson from Elder Apostle Ramla. And, of course, us brothers, we have chats. So, we communicate, put up videos and current things that are going on in the earth. And the beautiful, beloved Elder Yashawamba just posted this in the video. My elder here in GMS Dallas camp. And here you see the title on the bottom says, Black Hebrewites fight with Palestinians yesterday in Chicago. Okay, so this is exactly what was prophesied to happen. Okay, because what's going to happen is this is going to turn us up. The name of this lesson is, oh boy, here we go. Okay, because right now it's getting ready to turn up. And this is going to push us. This act of ignorance is going to push us, the true men of the Lord, out into the forefront of the world, of the media, okay, to be a problem in the earth, okay, something that must be dealt with, all right, because this is essentially what Esau wants, okay. He wants carnality, okay, and you can see there was a protest here in Chicago where, Palestinians were protesting, and we know this because we were out in camp just this past weekend on Friday, and they were doing the same thing. They had a huge protest out there. They had flags out there. People were chanting, and they were literally just across the street from us. And a couple of Ishmaelites who were out there protesting basically came over to us, to our camp, and they started, they came up wicked and proud, all right, and started to scoff. All right, so there was, conversing back and forth, but we kept it, starting with our officers and our heads, which is beautiful. We kept it decent and in order within the scriptures. All right, but, you can see that energy and that vibration is being pushed out here throughout the earth. All right, and these prophecies are taking place, man. They are manifesting, all right, themselves within the earth, man. Okay, and we know that we Hebrew Israelites, okay, are a target, okay, and this is just going to escalate, all right, and push us that much further in the forefront. You have this, I don't know exactly what camp this is, but they are basically, as this video will state, they're basically going back and forth with Palestinians do this protest, and then they begin to fight, okay. The first precept I want to pull is Isaiah 8:20 in NLT. Look to the Lord's instructions and teachings. People who contradict his word are completely in the dark. And that's exactly what this is, because we know the scripture says the weapons of our war are not carnal, okay, but they are spiritual, all right. But we know this is what Esau Edom wants, okay. He wants a carnal war, all right. He wants drama, he wants chaos. Okay, now we know ultimately this is all due to the scriptures and the prophecies must be fulfilled. Okay, but there's a way that you conduct yourself, okay, when we're out here in these streets, and there's different things that we know, and using wisdom not to get involved in, okay, because we are blameless, okay, in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, but again, this goes back to prophecies must be fulfilled. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video, pull a couple of precepts, and Abaratazah, this will be edifying. So you see Jake's here fighting with Palestinians. They got sticks, flags. You see? This is what we don't want to do. See, because ultimately, there are two people here. There are two nations, okay, that are contradictory with one another, okay, for lack of a better word, okay. And we know that the people that are over in Palestine, I got to be real careful on the words that I choose here, okay. But scriptures let it be known that there are true people and there are an imposter people. Okay, and right now, as you see the things that are going over in Israel, the war, between Ishmael and Amalek, all right, that's going down, and then you have protesters and people here because it's being divided, right? And there are people who are speaking out for it, and there are people who are speaking out against it. Now, Scripture lets it be known, okay, Luke 21:24, that Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Okay, and that's what's happening right now. We're coming into Esau Edom's fulfillment, all right, through the prophecies. All right. So all the wars and everything that are going on out here. So it is our job to continue to preach this word. Okay. To continue to prophesy. All right. So the world and the nations may see that the true word of the Lord is here, man. Okay. And it's going out without void. Okay. So, but in the process of that, there's going to be skirmishes. All right. There's going to be violence. Okay. There's going to be division. Okay, there's going to be things that are going to happen that are going to escalate this, all right, because we are in the latter end of Esau's kingdom. 2nd Esdras 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And we know that standing on standing stern for Yahweh, Yahushua, we're going to be hated. Okay, and this is Matthew 10:22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth till the end shall be saved. You see, so our job is to endure through all this hardship, through all this affliction. Okay, now mindful, like I said, you move with wisdom. All right, you don't go out here and do the shit that you see these brothers doing on this camera. You don't go out here and ruffle feathers and fight physically. All right, this is exactly Yahweh Shah. Like I said, he says our weapons of our war are not carnal. Okay, all right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this is Exodus 14:14. All right, and you can see all throughout the scriptures, there's a theme on how the Lord told us how we are to conduct ourselves. All right, when afflictions and adversity come. This is Exodus 14:14 and 15. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom ye see today, ye shall see them again no more. Here's the point. The Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. You see, these are the instructions of the Lord. Like I was talking about Isaiah 8:20. Okay, and anyone who's outside of these instructions are completely in the dark. And these jakes are in the dark, man. All right, this is not the spirit of Yahweh Shah. All right, to do these things. Now, mind you, we are to protect ourselves. Someone comes up, put their hands on you or whatever. So I don't know exactly how this thing went down. Okay, and if these, Palestinians came up and they were, being rude and being physical, and then if that's the case, you must protect yourself. Okay, so I'm not going to speak and say that because I don't know exactly how it went down, but I'm going to say overall, there's a way that you carry yourself. Okay, there's a way that you conduct yourself in the public when dealing with Yahweh Shah's message. Let's continue the video. So you got the jakes over here on one side. See, this is going to lead to that insurrection, okay? The scripture says, people shall fight against people, nations against nations, okay? And that's starting to happen here in Babylon, man. All right, you usually see these type of things happening in other countries, okay? You have never really seen situations like this happen in these times, okay, where you've seen this kind of violence, this type of uproar, okay, where it's getting physical. Okay, but we know once again, of course, that the word of the Lord is with us. Okay, and you're not literally going to be fighting with us or against us. You're going to be fighting against the Lord if you come against His truth. Romans 8:31. What shall we say then to these things? If God be for us, who can stand against us? Right. So the truth is going to prevail, man. All right, and those of us that are in this truth, that are preaching the gospel correctly, all right, that are doing all things decently in order, okay. It's going to be made known and manifested who the men of the Lord truly are. Okay, because there are groups that are set up to bring division. All right, there are groups out here that are set up, the so-called black Hebrew Israelites. All right, that's going to bring on the persecution for the whole body. Okay, but all these things, like the scripture says, for offenses must needs happen. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. These things must happen, all right, in order to bring in the end. But again, it's all about how you do it. It's all about how you conduct yourself. That's what's important, man. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 16:40. Oh, my people, hear my words and make you ready for the battle. Because this is what's in the forefront of what's coming. All right. There's getting ready to be civil unrest here. Okay, and the scripture goes on to say, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. So there's going to be situations where brothers are going to have to move around. Okay. Brothers are going to have to be wise, through the spirit. Okay. And how we move around and not be in adversity and be out here, in the forefront of the madness. As scripture says, follow not a multitude to do evil. Okay, so using wisdom on how we move. Yeah, we're gonna have to move around. Okay, when them troops come through. All right, and that in Abarat Azaz, the scripture says that standard will be set up within the men of the Lord. Okay, but first, all these things must happen first. But you have to use wisdom, Jake, on how you're moving. Okay, you can't be carnal. All right. This is what's really, really important. Matter of fact, let me grab that Matthew 10:23 here. But when they shall persecute in the city, flee to another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. Right. Okay, so again, going back to all these things must happen, all right? But you have to move wisely, man. Okay? Like I said, be even as pilgrims, man. Don't be out here in the forefront of this madness, okay? Uproarings of the people, okay? And trying to come up some other way, man. Taking your own issues into your hand, all right? As scripture says, man, leave wrath for the Lord, man. Okay? But this is exactly what these jakes are not doing, okay? There you go. And this is in Chicago. This is here. So it's only going to get worse. It's only going to turn up from here, man. This is what's going to push us Hebrew Israelites out in the forefront. This is what's going to put Jake out there, man. All right? To be a full target. Okay? To be a full target. All right? Are we not already labeled as an extremist group? You see? So Esau wants to bunch us all up together, man. So this is all going to be a part of the smear campaign, all right? Because this does not look good for the body, man. All right? You are smearing the name of the Lord, man, and his work, man. You see? But again, all these things must happen because we are in that time, man. All right? And Yahweh Shah is here, man. And he's coming, all right, physically to crack them skies, man. He's going to bring all order and rain, man. Okay? And we will be back in our homeland. All right, so with that, I just want to give a quick lesson. I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Shalom.